The Poor Knights are world famous in New Zealand. They are known as one of the best dive spots in the entire world.
Fun fact, National Geographic actually voted the Poor Knights Islands as one of the best in 2025. So it must be true.
Here's the thing, we've spent our entire life, and as Kiwis, thinking that the Poor Knights is exclusively for diving. Little did we know, snorkeling here is apparently epic as well.
We're about to find out if it is. It's basically a crime that we've been on this amazing 2-week summer road trip around Northland and haven't been out on a single boat tour yet.
I feel very proud actually as a New Zealander, having finally had the chance to take you guys along to see some snorkeling in New Zealand.
So we packed up the motorhome and we're finally doing it. But what we didn't realise was this day was going to go way beyond just snorkeling.
What the hell? That is the most fish I've ever seen in my life. Stace, come look at this. What is this place? That was a shark fin, 100%. So you see the sign over there, Dive Tutukaka. You probably think the same that we do, that this is just for divers only, that there is nothing else out here. But these guys actually run another kind of side business, or like I guess it's another tour, which is called A Perfect Day, and that one is specifically for snorkelers only. We didn't even know it was a thing, but we're so stoked that Stace found it, and better yet, we've finally got some sunny weather. It has come right on just the right day for us. Could be you, babe. What's your one?
Mine's a couple of dolphins. Thanks.
That's me. I got the dolphin feet. You got the little kid.
Oh, you. I want to be the dolphin.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, man, how are you?
Sweet as, just the two of you today?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Can I just grab your guys' first names? Enjoy your day, guys. See you out there. Good, how you going? How you guys going today? Good. Woo! Sweet as, alrighty. Welcome aboard, my name's Adam, I'll be one of your crew members today. This is Hunter here, driving the boat.
Morning.
Say hi to Hunter, everyone. He's your skipper, he's the man in charge. He's going to be responsible for getting you guys out to the Knights, showing you around a bit and getting you guys home safely this afternoon.
The Poor Knights sit about 23 kilometres offshore, about a 50-minute cruise to reach the fully protected marine reserve, which basically means the fish here have never been chased in their lives. Holy moly! And it shows.
As for the islands, they're ancient, volcanic, and pretty dramatic looking. Captain Cook actually named them in 1769 after a pudding, which we genuinely don't know why. But what we do know is that this is the place in New Zealand to see unique marine life. But we're just hesitant to say what we might see.
So there's a bit of a speech going on upstairs talking about the Poor Knights and what we might see. But Dane and I were just talking and we were like, whenever we say on the vlog, oh, I hope we see this, or I hope we see that, we never end up seeing them. So we're going to leave it, and hopefully that... Mysterious. Yeah. 1, mysterious. 2, hopefully that means that we're going to reverse psychology all of the marine life, and we're going to see some really cool things. I've just seen another really cool thing, which is coffee and tea being set up behind Dane. I am so ready for a coffee.
Just scoping out what's for lunch here. We get a buffet included. Never seen that before. That's chocolate fish and a fruit salad. So there's all sorts of different salads going on. Potatoes, fresh salad, but then this is the main event, I think. We got sandwiches. Have you seen the watercolor?
No?
Have a look.
Whoa, super
That is
blue.
unbelievable. Let's go have a look. Coffee's getting fully set up now. All the barista stuff going on. Food's coming. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Wow, look at this.
Once we've anchored up and we're all settled, we've got about 2 hours here, guys. Plenty to do when we're here. You can do it sort of in any order. Go for a snorkel, go for a kayak, go for a paddleboard, have some food, all that sort of stuff. So it'll probably be around 2 to 2:15 that will call you guys back to the boat.
This is one of those situations that's, I think he said that might be about 15 to 20 meters deep, and I can still see portions of the bottom. Stace, what are you doing?
No one was around, so I stole the chocolate fish and got a kid's cheese and ham sandwich.
You are a rebel.
I'm just a kid.
There is a lot to be excited about right now. Food is looking good. We've just had a big brief about the area that we've got to play in, which is massive. From that point out there, right the way around that far point behind us, there is caves.
So to play in?
To play it, hell yeah, because there's kayaks, there's stand-up, look, there's sups there as well. Apparently, we should very easily see kingfish, snapper, and trevally. So as far as fish goes, that's going to be impressive.
Yum,
But
I love all of those.
you just ate one of them. You reckon we're going to need the wetties?
Yes, I reckon.
How come?
just have a feeling like maybe it's just because it's home, it's New Zealand, it's not a tropical island, that it makes me feel like it might be a little bit chilly. But at least the sun's shining, and I think we'll be all good.
The gear is actually really nice, I have to say. Sometimes you do get, although mine, I think I got mine too big actually. I'm so excited for this. I have to admit that I've got a lot of anticipation about this being epic.
You guys all good to go?
I think we're good, yeah.
Sweet. So just rub this rock around with your fingers.
Do you need to rinse it out afterwards or not?
Yeah, just give it a rub around and then you can rinse it in one of those buckets there.
Yeah, sweet as, thank you.
Awesome. Have fun. Thank you.
Look at the colours, man. Yeah, I think we're almost ready.
Score Steve, ready to go!
Stace is saying it is cold apparently, so I think we made the right choice with the wetsuits. Let's see how this clarity is. It's incredible! Wow! It's instantly beautiful!
Holy moly!
It's insane. I don't know if you can hear me well with the water, but dude, love it! This is insane. And somebody's screaming. I don't know what they're looking at. I think that's a positive scream. Unbelievable amount of fish. And what's really cool is because they've got these caves, the smaller fish tend to be out more in the sunshine. But what I'm seeing under here is like slightly larger fish. And it's way more moody and dark and kind of a bit ominous.
That was awesome. It was very different snorkeling to everything else that we've done. Normally we're surrounded by like lots of coral and stuff, but this was just like kelp forests and boulders and big fish, and it was just, I think we've got really good conditions with the sun coming in through the water. It's such a beautiful colour. But can confirm, water is a little bit cold, so we've come back in to get
Wetsuits
nice. Yeah, wetsuits were good, but we need a nice hot coffee now, something to eat, reset, and then we want to go slowing through. A little bit of an archway.
There's, well, hold on, I can say it here. Here. I'm gonna go through that cave there, and then, oh, it's hard to tell with this light now, but you can maybe just see in the water there's some rocks there. Apparently that's more where the snapper are gonna be out that way. But 100% can confirm, after even only spending half the time in the water so far, this has lived up to the hype.
Oh, you got it.
Alright, round two. Ready?
Ready.
Go!
That was an insane grouping of fish just there, all having a little feeding frenzy.
That was unreal!
So many different types of fish. There was that rainbow one. Do you know what that one was?
Honestly, I wish I knew more about fish.
I don't know anything about fish, but there's been some really big snapper. I know that much.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just stunning.
It's definitely, like you said, it's not about coral. It's
Yeah.
not about the different shapes and colours of the coral. It's just unbelievable amount of fish. Kids back here are having an absolute ball. I think
really
it's the
like
most amount of fish we've seen in a group like that in like
And then,
literally years.
They're everywhere as well. Like they're at the top. Like there's the baby ones at the top. Like you're trying to grab them like little puppy dogs. And then there's the ones further down. Like they're everywhere. It's so good.
Comfy?
This is just like such a good way to top it off. Just had a nice warm shower, sitting out the front in the sunshine. I love moments like
This
this.
is so freaking cool.
Oh, good.
I feel very proud actually as a New Zealander, having finally had the chance to take you guys along to see some snorkeling in New Zealand. And not only was it like, hey, that was a nice day trip, that
epic.
was legit world class. So we knew Time magazine labelled it some other thing, We know about the one that you mentioned in the intro. Who was that?
National Geographic, yeah.
Do you think it lives up to...
Definitely.
Like, is that what you expected?
Honestly, I feel like it's better than I was expecting. And cool because there was the caves and everything as well. And there's still more to come this afternoon as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, really unique. And that's why I really, really enjoyed it, because it felt different to what we always see all around the world. That's the last of our time in the water. Now we're about to go and see Rico Cave, the world's largest sea cave by volume. Can you fit more than one boat in there, or?
Yeah, we've had seven. We've had seven in there.
7?
Two of them this size.
Damn.
It's a Māori name, and it has a rough translation to English as dancing light or shimmering light. So you can see on the roof of the cave here, or the light kind of dancing or shimmering around. So that's how we get the name. The cave was formed by a gas pocket that eroded out through the side of the islands while it was still volcanic. Rico is currently sitting in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the largest sea cave in the world by overall volume. So that's below and above water. 130 meters long at its longest, 80 meters wide at its widest, 50 meters tall at its tallest, and it's about 30 meters deep at the entrance, and then it gradually slopes up to around 7 meters in the back of the cave.
Just casually remembering that off the top of his head, that's impressive.
Underneath us at the moment, we also have a jawbone of a sperm whale. A dead sperm whale drifted in here about 15 years ago now.
Wow.
Started to decompose in here, got real smelly. So Department of Conservation came and pulled it out. And as they pulled it out, the bottom jaw dropped off it.
That was such a crazy story about the whale jawbone just casually hanging out 12 meters below the surface.
Just lives there now?
He just lives there. It's crazy though, like days like today make you realise how amazing New Zealand actually is. We don't appreciate our own backyard as much as we probably should.
This is just an incredible part of the country.
Holy archways.
Yes, so many archways. I didn't catch the first part of the story, but Skipper was just talking then about somebody famous has come out here and filmed a diving episode out here, and he said it was his top 5 or one of his top dives in the entire world that he's ever done. They filmed out here with a helicopter and flew it through the archway, and that there were areas that they went diving that they were going into like caves. They couldn't even see the walls because there were just that many fish. They could barely move, like just surrounded by fish. I mean, it almost makes you want to get your panty, right?
You know what? I actually, I would do it out here.
Are you getting more open to the idea?
Yeah, because there's only so, you could see a lot from the surface, but it would be fun to go down there and hang out with the fish.
Hole of the rock pie here, Bay of Islands.
This is way better.
Who needs that? You got this one, you get a 2 for 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we're going in though. I don't think we actually would. I was just taking the piss.
I didn't expect to go through it.
Okay, genuinely, that is a hack. If you've been watching our whole series and you saw our episode on the Bay of Islands when we talked about the hole in the rock, you don't need to. Come and get a whole snorkel, buffet,
2 holes and 2 rocks.
sandwiches, loads of fish, and go through your own hole in the rock.
Vicky's chocolate fish.
What the hell? That is the most fish I've ever seen in my life. Stace, come look at this. Legit. What the actual?
Look at them all over there. Underneath them will be the big fish.
Look at the blue.
Look at the blue mama.
What the hell, man? Look at that. Oh, you're good, you're good. That looks like just little whitecaps, but that is actually like millions of fish. Okay, thousands, but still, it may as well be. We've never seen that anywhere, eh?
What's it saying? It looks like the Milky Way of fish.
Those super blue ones are blue mau mau. That's how they look that colour.
Ah, yes, the cats of the sea.
Whoa! Did you say the cat of the sea? Meow meow. Whoa. Oh, I lost them as soon as I moved over here. What is this place? Look at them all again. Oh man, look at that. Oh, it's making me hungry. Wow, those are such a beautiful color. Man, I feel like we're on safari.
We're in some kind of a zoo. Just now there's birds everywhere.
But again, just thousands of fish. Can you see? I can't tell. Apparently, the watercolor is different out at these islands.
Yeah, it's not as blue. I would say it's a little bit more green.
Babe, look how far back it goes. But right the way back there, all the way through that water. We just heard that sharks love it out here. I mean, that's literally a buffet for them. They just all come together in one group. You can, the sharks just drive by with their mouth open. But I saw a shark, but I wasn't filming.
You weren't.
I wasn't filming.
I missed it. We split up. We divided and conquered. Neither of us got it.
That was a shark fin, 100%. Come on, come back up.
Wait, what kind of... Okay, big valley.
Oh, there's some big trees in there.
You see the shark?
Yeah. I didn't see the other one.
The seal.
Seal out there now too. Wow, it is all go, man. This really is a safari. Move for us. There you go. Hammerhead shark. Where is it?
It's a biggie.
Oh, I see it. The shark.
We're sad to say that's a wrap on our 2 weeks in Northland, but before we leave New Zealand behind, we're going to give you our full honest take on the whole thing. Was it worth it? Where would we go back? We'll get to all of that in a video soon.
See you guys later.
Wait, thanks Dane. That was awesome. Loved it.
See you guys.
Thanks so much, guys. That was awesome. Is it wrong to be eating fish now after we just were in a marine reserve?
Just thinking that. Sorry.
And not one, but two.
We did say it made us hungry.
That was an awesome day though, eh?
The best. Loved it.